Today's video, how are you going to know that you are not his type? You are never meant to be with him. What are some of the things or some of the signs that are going to make you know that you are not one of his type or his type actually? For example, you'll find that the communication language, the way you communicate, the two of you, for example, there's no communication at all. Even if he's planning on anything he's doing, he'd never communicate to you. That is one of the signs that you are not meant or you are not his type. And then another thing, you'll find that you want to know if you are not his type. For example, you are still dating or you are courting this guy. You'll find that even when you are meeting or you are, maybe for example, you have gone out for a date, he doesn't even bother to compliment you. He'll never compliment you, for example, on your looks, your dressing, your hairstyle. It means you are not meant to be together. He's not your type or you are not his type. So guys, let's go straight into this video and find out some of the things or some of the signs that are going to tell you that you are not his type.
How do you know if you are not someone's type? If it's your first time here, what's up? I'm Adriana, I'm a dating coach, and I made a previous video talking about how to know if you're not someone's first choice. And so here's how to know if you're not someone's type. Number one, if you can, get a look at his exes, ex-girlfriends, women that he was seriously dating, or even celebrity crushes. If they look absolutely nothing like you, right? Nothing like you, and you have enough data, if you will, then that might be a strong hint that you're not his type, or at the very least, you're someone who he's stepping out of the box for. And if you want to be kind of a test subject for whatever he's experimenting with, that's on you. But those are some pretty good ways, ex-girlfriends and even celebrity crushes. And by the way, this can go across the racial line, because even across races, there can be some basics that you know someone's really into you, right? I once dated someone who dated women of different races, but we all had really great teeth and pretty smiles. Like, that was a thing, okay? So that's just something to keep in mind. Number two, you may not be someone's type if you notice that he's not complimenting you physically, like your face or all of you. He's not taking you in visually and telling you that you're beautiful. In those early days, especially of getting to know someone and falling for them and dating, like, men will like really look and be like, wow, I can't believe I'm with this person. I'm taking all of her in. So you probably want to hear that. And even if he's the more quiet type, if he doesn't say it at all, wow, you're really beautiful. You look so beautiful. You look so cute when you do that. Like, he's not really looking at you and taking all of you in. And if he is, he's not saying anything about it. So that's another pretty strong hint that maybe you're not his type. And third, you know, we all like threes, is as you're dating, he keeps giving you little pointers, little tips, bits of feedback around how you can change your appearance, your clothing, your hobbies, your attitude, your voice, how you speak, all a bunch of little notes to try to like fix you. So if you start feeling more like a project than a partner, then you might not be his type. You might just be somebody who he deems to be moldable. And the last time I checked, none of us are made out of Play-Doh. So that's on you, boo-boo. So if you're wondering if you're not his type, well, for one, if you're watching this and you stuck with me this long, that could be a good hint. Or the three previous clues that I gave you. Hope this helps.
For example, the way he communicates, the communication language. How do the two of you communicate? Does he relay any messages to you? How is communication among the two of you? And then another thing, you'll find that this guy will never compliment you at all. From your physical looks to your dressing to everything on how you carry out yourself, he'll never compliment you. That means you are not his type. Another thing, you'll find that this kind of guy, you're just there physically, but emotionally they normally make a woman to be not there emotionally. You're just there physically, but emotionally you're not there. Because the two of you, the way the two of you are carrying out yourselves, there's no communication among the two of you. There's nothing that is going on. no compliments, nothing, that means you are not his type. And this normally makes, for example, a woman to even she's, for example, she's married or you are still courting or dating. This woman is going to go outside and look for a man who is going to show her some love, who is going to compliment her. Actually, women too are human beings too, and they've got feelings. So this some of the signs that you are not his type.
The best way to identify if a man is not good for you or toxic for you in the early dating stages is to pray about it. Let's talk about it. Hi guys, I'm Nipa Lion, the voice of marketing and your friend in all things marketing, brand building, and sometimes pop culture. This is not a marketing video. This is about dating. I'm in my early 30s and I'm dating, and I've learned a lot in the past couple of years that I've been dating. And the one thing I will stand on is prayer. I am not a prayer warrior. I am not religious. I do not go to church. I'm not one of those girls. But one thing I will do and incorporate into my dating life is prayer. And I have found that when you pray about somebody, you will get the messages that you need to get. You will see what you need to do. See, all you have to do is pray and say, God, show me who this person is and remove them from my life if they are not meant to be here. God is so generous and so loving. God will show you, and quickly. The more connected to yourself you are, the faster you will see those messages, and the more you will believe them the first time, so you don't have to keep experiencing more and more and more from that person to know that that first message you got was the truth. Guys, pray. Literally, it works. And when you pray about it, it's so funny because when the thing happens, it doesn't feel as sad as as you would think it would be, because I think even by virtue of praying about it, there's something in your spirit that says, hey, something is off here. One thing I will say though is, if you have to watch YouTube videos, how to know if a guy likes you, how do you know if he wants to take you on a second date, how to get a guy to do things for you, if you're watching videos like that, guys, you must know that you're not with the right person. Because the right person will make things so clear. They will regulate your nervous system for you because they're not triggering you, right? You will not ask yourself those questions. You will never be unsure. You will know. And you don't have to be perfect to date. You don't have to have all your stuff together. You don't have to be, this amazing person. But when you're with the right person, they bring out the best in you by how they treat you. You don't have to question things. But guys, if you're asking yourself questions, if you have to go watch videos on YouTube, Share 7, how to, what, that person's probably not the right person for you. Trust the signs the first time. Let's talk about it in the comment section below. If you are dating, if you're a girly who's dating, how do you navigate this dating life? And what are some of the tricks and tips that you use to protect yourself? Because it's not always safe, guys. It's not safe. We're not living in a safe world. And as a woman, you need to protect yourself. So how do you protect yourself but still stay open to meeting people and finding your person? Let's talk about it in the comment section below.
I'm at the airport waiting on my ride, and every man that I saw pick up a girl, a woman, whether it was his mother, his girl, his friend, I don't know, they opened the door, they carried the bags, they met them outside, they brought flowers. Listen, men still do, okay? And if the man ain't doing, leave that man. That man he does not like you for real. Y'all still sending long paragraphs to men, and they not even writing y'all back. Stop. I'm telling you, this is evidence that it's still out there. Good men are still out there. Men who actually like you and will do the things that you complaining about 24/7 and nagging that man about. There's a man out there that will do for you. So just leave that man, because that man ain't for you. And trust me, once you leave him, he gonna do for the next girl. You blocking your blessings. All right, bye. And it was different types of men. Old, black, white, thug, corporate, all that.
I'm not even surprised, a little bit off topic, but it's just crazy how men and women can have, be in a relationship with someone that's loyal, that, be good to them, do good for them, and go be with somebody else that they have to play room for and supply it within with. Like, they have to go play butt up and catch with with that person. When you meet somebody and they tell you that this is what they want somebody that's loyal, they want somebody that's not run through, they want somebody that's not messing around and running around. It's a lie. That's what they want. That's what strikes their ego. And the other day I was watching a video where this other content creator streamer, she was talking about her man taking her money to go buy, from other women, and I'm like, this is really what they want. That's what turns them on. You'd be surprised and disappointed and be like, okay, you're doing the good things for them at home, but in truth and in fact, a lot of these men and women alike, they don't like people that are loyal. They don't like decency. They get turned on, they get hyped by knowing that another man is sleeping with that woman, and they're fussing and tussling and fighting. They want that person, and they will tell you, oh, them the girl they are mockers, and them the girl they not good for nothing, man. Them the girl they just have a pan down and they eat up our roadside, and them they want. Because you'd be wondering, like, what am I doing? What have I done? It has nothing to do with you, honey. I swear to you, it has nothing to do with you. It's just, you're not their type. No matter how good you have it, you are not their type. They like the opposite of what you have to offer. So you just have to make sure you pay keen attention. If you're doing the best that you can, and you're doing the good things, and you realize that there's still an issue, they're not coming around, and you still have to be fighting with them and trying to figure out what's going on, you're not the problem. They are the problem. They are interested in something else apart from what you're offering to them, and you just gotta let them go have that. Go let them play their dog mess. Go let them lay with the dogs and catch the fleas and all of those things. That's what they want, and they'll be doing it behind closed doors, because to their friends and to their family, they're decent, but they're not.
I'm telling you girls this because I love you. There is a 100% thing such as a man having a type and being with you and you not being his type. Meaning a man can find you attractive, but you're still not his type. Nothing wrong with having a type at all. There is a problem with dating people who aren't your typical type. The reason I say this is because if you're with someone that you wouldn't usually find attractive, and every other person that looks like them you do not find attractive, you have made some type of exception for them inside your head. And this can be like if you're just talking to a guy, or if you're in a serious relationship. I personally, I might be a little biased because I'm a woman, but I feel like this is typical behavior in males. They'll be with a girl that they've made like an exception for, and like they have a type that isn't that girl. So when you guys go out to dinner, when you guys go out to get drinks to the bar and stuff, every girl who's walking by who is his usual type, he's looking at her. Makes the girl feel like SHIT. And then when you're looking around and when she's noticing that your eyes are wandering, and you're starting to notice that she's noticing that your eyes are wandering, it's just not good for both parties. Date someone who's your type, and like just stop settling, guys. Because if your type is usually slim, thick, long blonde hair, IG model, maybe some implants, and you date a petite black girl that you find attractive, you are setting yourself up for failure.
You're not their type. And please stop trying to force yourself and mold yourself and conform yourself into being something that you will never be for them. You are not their type. So can you please tell me why you keep trying to be something that you will never be? Look at everybody that they dealt with or dated before you. Either they're up here to you or they're beneath you. But no matter where you stand at, you are not their type. And this is why they continuously go cheat on you. This is why you keep seeing these people in their phone, because no matter how good or how bad you are to them, they have a type, they have a preference, and you're not it. And instead of you giving up and realizing that maybe it's okay for me not to be for everybody, you try to change everything about yourself in order to fit in. We learn it as children. Triangles do not fit in squares. Squares do not fit inside of circles. So why are you trying to force yourself to fit into a place that it was never meant for you to fit in? And then you wonder why they cheat on people that you have no, it's apple and oranges.
All men have a type, and it's best for you to find out if you are his type or not, okay? Save yourself the time and the heartache of finding out too late, okay? Ask this guy for his top 3 celebrity crushes. And I say 3 because he might say a celebrity that kind of looks like you, but that's not really his type. He might be saying it just because, he's being nice. And don't fall for the, I don't know, I don't really watch a lot of TV, or I don't know. Okay, well then in that case, take it a step further. Okay, well if I were to look at your exes, do they all look the same? And the reason why I really want to lead with this directness is because there are some men that will date you and treat you really nicely, but they're not attracted to you. Like, they're attracted to you, they think you're pretty, but they're not attracted to all of you. They might be like, oh, she's kind of my type, but not really. She's not really my type at all, actually, but she's so nice. Or she kind of has something I like, but not really. Okay? And the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because it's happened to me twice, girls, okay? First time with my ex-fiance, where I found out months later, that he'd only dated white women who were very voluptuous. And that's not me, okay? I'm definitely more on the skinny, curvy side. And that's just who I am. It's always how I've been, and it's not going to change, okay? And I noticed with the other guy that I was dating more recently that his type was definitely way more white, way more olive skin, and his whole snippet, or whatever spiel I should say, of wanting to date black or wanting to date something different than what he was used to because he'd opened his mind, was a huge red flag. I should have obviously swerved around. But I was like, oh my God, like, oh, you told me your cousin married a Colombian or something? Or, oh, he's like, yeah, because I just opened my mind. Like, I didn't know there were such beautiful women until, like, my cousin got married and I saw, and, I got inspired. I said, okay, cool, right? That was kind of like my comfort with pursuing or allowing him to pursue me, okay? And then he had the audacity to tell me a couple months later, after he had been with me, spoiled me, given me the time, you're not my type. You're beautiful, but you're not my type. He told me that. Imagine how my esteem faltered, like how it just completely fell through the ground. Okay? Some men will take it far with you, will use you, use your body, use your mind, use you for whatever purpose, for clout, for status, and you're not even their type. So find out as soon as you can, because when I tell you how horrible it is to find out after you invested your time and energy into a man who has been nothing but nice to you, listen, men will take it far. They will take it far. And they'll be very cruel about it, okay? Some men are really out here they are covert narcissists. Yes, and they will literally take advantage and will use you for whatever. So you might as well find out if you're his type or not, because there's only a certain level that he's willing to invest in you emotionally and financially and with his heart. So don't be bamboozled like I was. Ask those questions. Ask him. Don't be afraid, okay?
If you're not your man's type, do not date him. I'm such a big believer you should only date a man that looks at you like you're my type. For example, if he only loves blondes, white girls with blonde hair, and you're like a brunette and tanned, yeah, he's going to find you attractive, but his eyes are always going to be lurking to what his type is. Women, we're kind of like, yeah, we have a type, but we're like, whatever. Whereas men usually have like, I like this and this and this. So I highly recommend only date a man that looks at you like you're exactly my type. You're exactly what I like. What I want. You know what I mean?
That you're not his type. You're never meant to be with him. First of all, this is what we call the bare minimum. Never accept the bare minimum. If that guy doesn't treat you well, girl, you're gonna pack your bags, walk out. There are still good men outside here. You normally watch from the way this man treats, for example, his family, his relatives, his children, if you're married, if you're still courting or still dating, the way he carries out himself, the way he communicates, how does he carry out himself? For example, the small things that he's supposed to do for a woman, but he's just abandoned them. That man is never meant to be with you. Better walk out, pack your stuff, girl, and get the next man. We've got still good men outside here. Someone who is going to love you, appreciate you as a woman. And then another thing, just you can tell the way he's communicating. The communication language. How does that man communicate when he is with you? The kind of communication. the communication, how does he relay the message to you? So guys, those are some of the telltale signs, or some of the signs that you can tell that this man is not your type, this guy is not your type. And so let me know this in the comment section, and bye bye for now.